Yo, it's your boy, Mr. Done It Man. Yeah, Ricardo. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so yeah, today I'm going to talk about me being overweight, obese, morbidly obese from the age of 21 upwards. All right. So I'm just going to talk about how I felt, how I was, how I became. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, across the span of about my obesity and the rise to it started from the age of 8 years old, right? Where I was 8 years old, 9 years old, seeing dietitians, okay? So secondary school, putting on more weight increased. I was wearing adult size shirts. I was 5 foot minus, I was minus 5 foot, I'm minus 5 foot now, do you know what I mean? I'm 5'7" and 3/4", just in case you wanted to know. Yeah, so I was literally a short individual in school. Waistline was adult size, 34, 36s, you know, from 13, 14. I know definitely 16, I was 16 stone. 16, I was 16 stone. So I put on about a stone and a bit each year. But by the time I got to 21, I was 22 stone, okay? So now this starts from when I was 22 stone at 21. I was uncomfortable in my own skin. I was insecure. Wasn't happy, I hated life, suffered with depression and anxiety, very unhappy. From the age of 16 I used to do music with some of my friends, and what I used to talk about was very emotional, very sensitive. I used to talk about death a lot, talk about suicide a lot in my music, do you know what I mean? And you know, this was like a cry for help, but that was the only way that I knew how to vent. So 21, I feel unattractive. Nobody's feeling the boy. Nobody. And if you said you was, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a lying liar. And so one of my friends, he said to me, Rick, let's go gym. I went gym. But we're not going to talk about the how I lost weight. No, we're going to talk about how I got to be that size, how I stayed that size, and how I felt being that size. So how I got to that size was me stuffing my face, basically. Because I suffered with depression and anxiety, my vice was food. Food made me happy. Food made me feel good. Food made me feel naughty because I know I shouldn't have been doing it, and I did it and it felt good until I ate the last bite. Then I ate the last bite and I thought to myself, I'm not happy now. It's made me even more unhappier. I'm even more depressed. So I'm even more withdrawn. So then what do? I go and eat more food to make me feel better. And some of you guys, it might not make sense, but you know what? When you have an eating disorder and you're overweight and you don't have too many vices that make you feel good about you, it's gonna make a whole lot of sense. It's gonna make a whole lot of sense, guys. I promise you can make a whole lot of sense. Anywho, so that is one of the reasons why I got to that size. Another reason why is because with all of my episodes and binge eating episodes, and also my bad nutrition, okay, I didn't have no understanding on what the good or the bad is. Okay, I knew everyone has a kind of idea on what they should or shouldn't eat, right? But not everyone kind of knows. Do you know what I mean? You know, but you don't knows. You know what I'm trying to say here. So I was eating bad, but also I wasn't moving, guys. I didn't have the confidence to move. Like, I remember all of these examples, and my friends will be able to agree with me, right? So let's say if we're going somewhere, the bus is coming and the bus is a little further away, the first thing you hear me say is, well, I ain't running. And guess what? I wouldn't run, and my friends was real good. I don't know if they were good or bad, if they was enablers, because they wouldn't run. Like, they wouldn't run. You know what I mean? They'd be like, alright, cool. Or they'd be like, oh, he ain't gonna run, let's let the other one go. Do you know what I mean? Let's let this one go. They knew in advance. Yeah, he ain't gonna run. Yeah, he's not about to do that. Yeah, he's not about to do that. So we'll catch the next one. They used to even say, yeah, we'll catch the next one. Don't worry, we'll catch the next one. Don't worry. You know what I mean? I'd say I had good friends, man. I had a good support system. They never treated me like I was different. I never felt like I was different. And you know what I mean? Like, so I have to say, like, I have to really rate my friends. They really did look out for me psychologically. Like, they didn't ridicule me or make me feel any type of way about my size. They never mentioned it. They kind of stayed away from it, you know, so I have to rate them when it comes down to that, to be fair. So my vice was excessive eating, okay? That's what I did to make myself feel better, okay? No movement, guys. Lack of movement, guys, all right? Wouldn't move, you know, that will contribute to it. So bad food, no movement, weight gain, do you know what I mean? But also, I was a very negative and dark individual, and a lot of you probably wouldn't be able to even see that. I was super negative and super dark, man. I didn't really, you know, I was just really negative. I was just not in the same headspace. I had clouds on my shoulders, you know, I felt like the world owed me everything, you know, very self-entitled, you know, it was, yeah, different dude, different mindset, very, very different to now, man, very, very different. Being overweight, right, as an adult, some of the things I struggled with being in public. That used to trigger my anxiety like crazy. And you wouldn't think it, because I was that overweight, fat, funny, fun guy. Do you know what I mean? The guy that walks in and wherever I am, I just light the whole place up with my big, huge personality, because I felt I was so unattractive and so not pleasing to the eye. I needed to be attractive in other ways. Do you know what I mean? I needed to be able to pull people towards me in other ways. So I had that large personality, you know, that very smiley, and I was like the clown, the entertainer. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, I still got a piece of that in me now. I still do it now. So me going into huge crowds of people, I used to just feel like people are staring at me all the time, like, look at that fat guy over there. That's exactly how I felt. I felt that people were staring at me. Would, you know, if I heard people laughing, I believed that they was laughing at me in like crowds. It used to make me feel anxious, and sometimes it used to make me go inwards, you know what I mean? Because as much as I might seem, depending on where I am and who I'm with, right, I can be introverted or extroverted. Depending on who I was with or where I was or my environment, I would subconsciously or consciously just become introverted or extroverted. So yeah, being around crowds and people and parties, I didn't like it. My friends used to have to kind of, you know, say certain things, certain trigger words and stuff to make me want to come out, to entice me to come out. But I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out, and to be fair, I still don't want to go out, because it just doesn't really, but for different reasons now, it's just not, and clothes shopping. Oh, like I used to love, I still love clothes, I love fashion now. But when you're overweight, it's so hard to be involved, you know what I mean? It's so hard to be involved in fashion, and not follow fashion. I'm talking about my own fashion, my own sense of style. I love dressing up. I love looking good, do you know what I mean? In nice clothes. I love it, do you know what I mean? Even when I was at my biggest, I still used to take pride in how I dressed. I take pride in how I dress. But it just got a little bit awkward when I was that big, when I was 22 stone, 46 waist, XXX tops, because of the simple fact, and I was 5'7" and 3/4. Don't forget the 3/4. So it was tough because of the simple fact that most high street shops did not stock my size. And then when I did get my size, it's like I had to get the trousers a certain length or a certain width, the waist a certain width to fit over my big legs. It was a total mess. So even when I wore the clothes, like the actual items that looked amazing on the shelf, it didn't look good on me. So that was another reason to be upset, to be depressed, and to binge eat. You know, it was horrible for me. It was so horrible. And then you're seeing your friends and they're wearing something similar to what you're wearing, and it's dropping, you know what I mean? Like it looks amazing on them, and then it's like me, it's like, because my size, the shirt was a little long, or the trousers was a bit too baggy, or it was a bit too tight. And there's nothing like I used to hate when my clothes was tight, man. I used to hate when my clothes was tight. That used to kill the hell out of me. And stuff like swimming didn't go. That's the end of that. There was no way in hell that I was doing any activity which I had to take my top off. Never, ever. You know, I remember when I was young, when I was 10, I was in the river I was in the sea, Duns River. Yeah, sea, Duns River, that doesn't even make sense. I was at the Duns River's fall, but there's like a bit of sea near the Duns River Falls, right? And I was in my vest, 10 years old, insecure. Nope, no, not me, no, not with my top off. I'm keeping my top on. I'm keeping my top on. You know what I mean? So yeah, but you will never catch me in any activity with my top off. Oh no. Even down to getting changed in the changing rooms. Jeez, getting changed in the changing rooms. Does that trigger off anxiety or what? You know what I mean? Like even today, to this day, I get anxiety from being in changing rooms. I do not do changing rooms. I go changing rooms, I go wee, and I go home. Do you know what I mean? I go changing rooms, I go toilet, and I go home. Do you know what I mean? I don't play around. I don't do it. I don't feel comfortable, guys. Because again, I feel like people are watching me. Do you know what I mean? But now it's for another issue, guys, because I'm not obese. You know, I hope you guys can tell I'm not obese right now. But because of my excessive weight, I now have loose skin, which I'm gonna do a video on another day. That's another day. I have loose skin, so it's like I'm still scarred and plagued with the obesity. Do you know what I mean? So it's not fully all gone because of the simple fact of my loose skin, guys. And that's one that's been the most frustrating things for me ever. Like one of the most frustrating things, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's how I, you know, rose. That's how my weight increased and maintained, and that's also how I felt being overweight, being an overweight young adult. You know, there's probably plenty more. That's all I can think of at the minute, so I'm gonna cut this video off now. But the next video I the next video that I do in this series, right, in the how I got obese series, right, is gonna be how I lost weight. But the thing is, I did lose weight and I did bounce straight back to the 22 stone. So that's gonna be another video to come. So I'm gonna do a video on how I lost it all, right? Then after that, I'm gonna do a video on how I put all of the weight back on, because yes, I lost weight to 10 stone 7 and put all the weight back on, right back to 22 stone 2 a T. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's gonna be the next video, guys. Listen, guys, I hope that there's someone out there that can relate to the experience, or if there's someone out there that's going through what I'm going through, that feel how I felt, that actually currently, if there's any of you guys that feel right now how I once felt, okay, let me know, guys. All right, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM, leave a comment, I'll get back at you. I'll try my best to, you know, assist you and help you and steer you, motivate you, inspire you, whatever you need from me. I'm doing this, guys, for you guys, okay? I'm doing this for you, all right? So yeah, let me know. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, holler at your boy Ricky Ricardo, and I'm out. Boom.